We're good to go. It's better now, huh?
Yeah.
Still echo?
He's fixing it.
He's fixing it? It's good? It's good. Okay. So the first topic that we're decided to share is love. We wanted to find something that everybody can connect to, and who doesn't connect to love. But before I start, I want to ask a question. Who is in love in this room? Amazing. Who's not in love?
Love with what?
And what is love? You know, love has become such a metaphor. We use it for everything. I love this class. I love to drink. I love to dance. I love this book. I love this. I love that. And it has become such a cliche that we use it all the time. But tonight, you'll be surprised what Kabbalah thinks about what love is. And the most famous sentence that we have in Torah, and it's the essence of Judaism, it's the essence of the Torah, is love thy neighbor as yourself. Love starts with love, thy neighbor as yourself. And when you look at this verse, you have to understand what this sentence is all about. It says, love thy neighbor as yourself. Do you love yourself? In order for you to love somebody else, first you have to love yourself. And my question, my very first question tonight is, do you love yourself? Anybody want to? Please, be free, feel free. Yes?
I've tried many years to love myself, but it's tough. I'm not self-confident at all. Don't have any self-confidence.
Is love and confidence the same thing?
Depends for what you're aiming at.
I'm stressing love. We can discuss confidence too. Could be a great topic too. But my question is, do you love yourself? Why don't you love yourself? And how do you come to a place that you love yourself? What does it take for you to love yourself? Do you love your physical appearance? Do you love your character? Do you love your talents? Do you love your race? Do you love who you are? Do you love what you do? Do you love being here? And if you don't love yourself, why don't you love yourself? What makes one love himself or herself? And what causes someone to, God forbid, hate himself or herself? When do we love ourselves? When do you love yourself? Yes?
Things are blissful.
I'm sorry?
When things are blissful.
When things are blissful. Okay? Yes?
I think it just takes time. It's something that happens overnight.
It doesn't happen overnight, of course not. But what does it take to love yourself?
Acceptance.
I'm sorry?
Acceptance.
Acceptance of what?
I mean, we're all flawed. And I think a lot of people focus on the flaws. And, you know, like other people mentioned, it brings you down. But if you learn to accept what you are, how you are.
So, I'm repeating to make sure everybody understands that this gentleman is saying that when you accept who you are, then you love yourself.
Yes.
Do you? Who are you? When I ask, would you love yourself? Or love myself? Who is myself? Who are you? Yes?
It's like the person you're trying to be.
A present person that you're trying to be?
Is a reflection of
are you? I'm sorry? So maybe tonight we should get into of who we really are. What are we? We know that we're part of the Creator. There is a Creator, there is a God, whatever you want to name it, the life force, and you are part of that. Do you love the part that is in you that has to do with love, with God, or with the Creator? But to truly understand why we don't love ourselves sometimes, and I'm sure there are times that you love yourself. Most of the time we don't love ourselves. We may be happy with ourselves. When we accomplish something, when we do something amazing, we may be happy with ourselves. Or some people may be too egoistic and they love themselves. But that's not what we're talking about. If you love your talent, is that a good thing? If you love your character, if you truly love your character, if you like the physical aspect of your being, you love it. You're a great artist. You're a great painter. You're a great musician. And if you love that, is that good? Is that love?
No.
Why not?
Conditional.
It's conditional. Nice. So what is love? Yes.
I was watching a video on Aish.com,
Yes.
and it said that love is talking about some of the wisdoms of Rabbi Noah Weinberg.
Yes.
And he says that love is, a parent is truly loves their children, because a parent sees what the children need to work on.
Nice.
So it's like, in a way, like you're able to realize the flaws and still accept.
Right. Well, it's nice. You're talking about the love of parents for children, but I'm going to the beginning of the line, which is loving ourselves. Not loving our parents, not loving our girlfriend, boyfriend, fiancé, wife, cousins, brother, sister, no. I want to get into this, to the root of love, loving ourselves. Yes?
Sorry, I guess it's just,
Can you speak a little bit louder?
I think it's just basically accepting the flaws other people have that you have. So suppose someone else has the same flaw as you, I guess it's accepting both.
Accepting our flaws
And other people's
and loving it?
Yeah.
Is that a good thing? Is that love?
As long as it's not fair to anyone.
Okay, that's being nice. That's being nice, being considerate. Very nice. Juna.
In my way, I see it's like you can love yourself, but everything about yourself isn't like, in some ways when you think of love, it's like perfection. And yourself, like you always need to change. You can love who you are now, but your like soul or neshama always needs to progress, and so that your love for yourself will like enhance even more.
Very nice. Very nice. What else? Juna.
I think love is how your soul approaches your ego. So
How your soul approaches
your ego.
your ego.
Yeah. So like if you can approach your ego from a place of your soul and like just be loving and see what it is that you really need to work on or progress, I think that's love.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So we just have two things, ego and soul, body and soul. And that's who we really are. When we're talking about myself, when I ask you if you love yourself, that yourself or myself, we have to understand whose that self is. We are part body and part soul. Part body and part soul. Everybody's okay with that? Because there are some people who don't believe in soul. But we believe in soul. We believe in neshama, hopefully. So there is a part of me that is me, it's my physical being, it's my desire for myself, my ego, my body, me. And there's a part of me that is my soul, it's my neshama. And to make tonight's session very, very short, is every time you have affinity between your soul and your body, every time you have affinity between your soul and your body, you're in love with yourself. You love yourself. Now, you could stop going to therapy for 25 years and just take that home. Yes?
Does my body, does that include your mind as well? Or is that the cross between the soul and the body?
Good question. Is the mind body, is the mind part of the body or is part of the soul?
I think it would be part of the body, your brain.
Is part of the body?
Not the brain, or separate? Right.
Good question. Yes?
Back to your premise on the fact that we're comprised of body and soul.
Yes.
I've asked this question a few times, and I'm hoping for an answer. But about the soul, I mean, I have a hard time quantifying how that exists. And you said that we all believe. I certainly believe, but from an objective sense, I have a question. So we know that I know that you exist, for example, because I'm interacting with you. You've got properties, you've got hair color, you've got skin color. I know an electron exists because it's got a charge, it's got a negative momentum.
Very nice, yes.
But for the soul, there are no properties of the soul.
So,
We don't precisely weigh less when we die.
that's right. So it's easy. Yes, so it's easy to see the body, of course. We can see it with our five senses, we can feel it, we can touch it. I can see everybody's body. And you're absolutely right, we can't see, I probably cannot see everybody's soul. I probably can't see my own soul. But let's study a little bit further. In Kabbalah, we learn, in Judaism we learn, that we are 1% body, or, let me make it a little bit more clear. There is nothing but consciousness in this world. Consciousness. So, we are all consciousness, energy consciousness. And this energy consciousness that is called one person, oneself, it consists of 1% of the body and 99% is soul. 99% of our being is our soul, is our consciousness. And let me define it a little bit better. Every time you have affinity, there is affinity between your body and your soul. When they both go together, when both do the same thing, when they both have the same aim, they both want the same thing, you are happy. The sign of happiness is when your soul and your body, when your body is doing what your soul wants you to do. Because 99% of your being, of your consciousness, is your soul. So to make things really, really simple, if you are not happy with yourself, your soul is not happy with your body. That means that that 1% is overruling, is overtaking the 99% of your being. If you are not, one day passes and you're not happy with yourself, you go home. You didn't have a good day, you had a tough day. You had a very challenging day. Nothing worked at school, nothing worked at work. You had a horrible day, you had negative people to deal with, you have a negative situation to deal with, very challenging, nothing went your way, and you come home and you are frustrated, you are sad, you are depressed, and you're home and you're not happy. You're not happy because things didn't go as you wanted it to go. And what do we do usually? We come home, we have a drink, or we do other things, God forbid, to keep us forget about what happened, or I drink myself so much so I'll forget about it, I'll be happy. And tomorrow morning I get up, and maybe I put everything under the carpet because the night before I was frustrated, I wasn't happy. I may even blame the whole world for me not being happy. We usually don't blame ourselves. It's never our fault. It is never our fault. It's always somebody else's fault. That's why we're not happy. Because what I wanted to accomplish today, the reason that I couldn't accomplish what I wanted to accomplish, it wasn't my fault. And who tells us that? The body. So when I come home and I'm not happy and I'm frustrated, and I face the challenges and nothing worked, according to Kabbalah, that your body did not follow the desire of your soul. And don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. 99.9% people of the world are the same way. Are the same way. That's why when at the beginning of the class I asked, do you love yourself? And you guys just got stuck there because we all get stuck there. Because we go through challenges every day. We face different people, different situations. And when things doesn't go my way, I'm not happy. And when I'm not happy, I'm not in love with myself. And we always know what is the right thing to do, but we don't do it. We always know what is the right decision, and we don't do it. Let me give you some stupid example. We know Diet Coke is bad, but we drink it anyway. We know working out is good, but we don't do it enough. We know it's good, but we don't do it enough. We know what is the right decision, but it's tough to do, so we don't do it. It's not comfortable, it's not convenient, so I won't do it. Who doesn't want to do it? The body, the ego, or our reactive behavior as we learn in Kabbalah. So, to truly understand who we really are and what is our purpose in this world, we need to go back. We need to go back a little bit. Just a little bit, like a million of years back. We all have desire. The body has a desire. Everything that exists in the physical world has a desire, just like the earth has gravity, who wants to draw everything to itself. Everything that you see, every being has a desire. We all have a desire. We all want. Where does that desire come from? What is that desire? To truly understand that, there is a concept in Kabbalah that goes back way before the Big Bang, way before the physical world came about. We all know that there was a light force, a consciousness of Creator, who even that force, even that consciousness had a desire. What was the consciousness of the Creator? What did he wanted, or she wanted it? He wanted to share his benefits. He wanted to share his goodness, his light. So what did he do? There was nothing about God. Have you heard the phrase in Persian stories way back then? They would say, Yeki bud, yeki nabud, غیر از خدا هیچکی نبود. I don't know if you guys get that. That means there was a time that there was nobody but God. And that's emet, that's truth. There was nothing but the life force of God. And God was full of light, full of energy of giving, loving, caring. And that's who God is. That's who the Creator is. And wanted to share his energy. So he created a vessel. He created a vessel so he could share his light force. So he created us, one original vessel. And when God gave that light to that vessel, and that vessel desire was what? Just like the desire that we have, wanted to receive. The vessel was empty, wanted to receive the light. The light wanted to give, the vessel wanted to receive. So there was a perfect harmony between the light and the vessel. The light shared, the vessel received. Perfect harmony. Was the vessel happy? Was the vessel in love with himself? This is before Big Bang. This is truth. I'm not playing games. This is the beginning of understanding who we really are. Because if you don't know who you really are, if you don't know why you're here, if you don't understand the purpose of your being, if you don't understand why you have such talent that nobody else has, if you don't get it, that there is a light within every one of you, and it's a very, very special light, and it's there for an amazing purpose, and if you don't get that, you will never be happy, because you don't know what to do with that talent. You may manifest that talent. You may be a great painter and paint the most beautiful thing, but you may not be happy. So when I ask that if you manifest your talent, are you happy, are you in love with yourself, the answer is probably no. Because we don't know. We simply haven't learned that why I am who I am, and why I'm not happy all the time. Because we are supposed to be happy 24/7. There is no reason for you not to be happy. At all time. At all time. And I'm not joking. We are built to be happy 24/7. So let's go back again. When the original vessel, who had all the desire to receive, just like me and you, we want good food, we want a good drink, we want a good house, we want a good car, we want a good career. We want. Let's be honest with ourselves. We want. And we want everything for ourselves. And don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with that, and we'll learn that. We're going to learn about it. So when the vessel received all the light, the vessel was happy for a split second. For a very short period of time. But when the desire of that vessel got filled and got full of light, he wasn't happy anymore. Why wasn't he happy anymore? If you get everything that you want, they give it to you, without you earning it. You're looking for your soulmate, and soulmate walks in. You want the most amazing wedding, somebody throws the wedding for you. You want the most beautiful cars, the car is outside, just go get in it. You want the best profession, it's right out there, go get it. Will you be happy? Will you love yourself? No, let me make sure we understand the question. Do you love yourself? Do you?
I want to.
If you're really looking for your soulmate, and your soulmate walks in, will you love yourself? If you get what you want at your career, you want to be the most amazing doctor, you will become. Most amazing writer, you become. Are you going to love yourself? Probably not. Why not? Why the vessel wasn't happy? And because the vessel wasn't happy, because the vessel didn't have the desire to receive anymore. It got everything that he wanted. He wanted all the light, he got all the light. He got all the light. So the physics of that vessel wasn't a desire to receive anymore. It was full of light. It was just like the light. So the consciousness of the vessel changed from being a needy person, a needy vessel, to a sharing vessel. If you put water in an empty cup, that cup is not just empty anymore. Now it's a cup full of water. So the vessel was full of light. He had all the desire, like the Creator. He wanted to share. He wanted to give. But there was nobody to give to. There was nobody to share with. So God said, okay, I'll create this illusionary physical world for you. I'm going to split you into different pieces, different souls, and I'm going to create this playing field, this physical world, which is illusion. Even scientists prove that physical world is illusion. For you to earn the light, so you could love yourself. So you could love yourself. It's all about loving yourself. When Torah says, love thy neighbor as yourself, if you don't love yourself, how could you love somebody else? So the biggest task of the human being is to find the love that is within you, or to reach the love that is in your potential. So we understand that we're all vessels full of desire. We all want. Everybody's good with that? We're okay with that?
Yes.
So what's wrong? Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, the author of the Zohar, biggest Kabbalist of all time, he puts everything in perspective. He says there are 3 different levels of the desire. The first stage, the first step, when you want everything for yourself. I want to be successful. I want to be happy. I want to sleep good tonight. I want everything comfortable. I don't want to go through problems. I don't want any challenges. I want everybody to treat me good. I want everybody to respect me. I want everybody to love me. I want good food. I want good drink. I want everything good. I want good parents. I want a good family, good friends. I want everything for myself. And this is what we do all the time. If you truly look into yourself, truly, honestly, you notice that 99% of the time, we are trying to please ourselves, our body, because it has a desire, and that desire to receive. If you be honest with yourself, you realize that you want everything for yourself. I don't want to go through difficulties. I don't want people to hurt me. I don't want anybody to tell me what's wrong with me. I don't want any challenges. I want to stay away from negative people. I want to stay from negative situations. I only want to be with people who love me. I don't want people to judge me. And that's the phase 1 of the consciousness of our body, which is wanting everything for ourselves. And that's the worst place to be, because you'll never have it. If you're needy, if you only want everything for yourself, you're never happy. You will never love yourself, because nothing will be ever enough. You will never find the day that there is no challenges in it. You will never find the day that the people that we quote called negative wouldn't be in our life. There's not a day that you don't run into traffic. There's not a day that somebody asks you for something. There's not a day that you don't need to extend yourself. So that's the first phase. So every time we are not happy, I know you guys came to hear some love quote tonight, and I'm sorry to disappoint you. But the truth is that every time we're not happy, it has nothing to do with everybody else around me. It has nothing to do with the society. It has nothing to do with the government. It has nothing to do with my parents, my family, my friends. It's my stupid ego who wants everything easy, wants everything for himself or herself. And because we don't get that, and no matter how much we get, it's never enough. So we're not happy with ourselves. We don't love ourselves. And when we are in that state of consciousness, you'll never love yourself. You can never be a lover. You can never give love. Because if I want to get married, I want to have somebody in my life who takes care of me, who gives me love. I'm not happy, so I'm going to get married. Hopefully my soulmate is going to make me happy. Then I get married and things doesn't work out and I'm not happy, then I want children. Maybe I bring the children, I'll be happy. I'll bring one child, I'm not happy. Two child, things get worse. I'm not a happy camper. Why? Because I'm stuck in the first phase of a desire to receive for myself alone. That's the worst case. But we're not all like that. There are times we love ourselves. We're happy with ourselves. And when is that? It's the second phase. It's the second phase that I say, you know what? I'm so blessed. Thank God I have a good job. Thank God I have this and that. I at least see a little bit of the light in my surrounding. And I say, you know what? I want to be a good doctor so I can help people. I want to be a good manager so I can run a beautiful synagogue. I don't know. We want things because we want to share it. Right? And every time we get something, but we get it in order of sharing it, then we are building a bridge to get close to what love is. So every time that I want things in my life, but I want it not just for myself. God, give me money. Okay, I'll make a nice house for myself, but if you give me money, I give 10% charity. Now I'm happy. You know, give me a good family and I take care of the needy people. Now, the second phase is that God, I still want. Give me. And if you give me, I give back. If people help me, I help other people. If people are nice to me, I'm going to be nice to other people too. Give and take. Honey, do you love me? I love you. You don't love me today? I'm not going to love you today. You did me a favor? I'm going to return a favor. If you don't return me a favor, I won't do anything for you. It's still better than doing nothing, right? Because now I want something, but I'm willing to share. But why am I sharing? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with wanting everything for the sake of sharing? God, give me everything. God, give me health so I can be healthy, so I can do charity work. God, give me money. Not only I'm going to take care of my own family, I'm going to take care of the few other families who are in need of money. Is there anything wrong with that? Is that good?
Yes. Well, you're kind of limiting yourself. Why don't you do more?
Are we limiting? How could you do more? Now, okay, let's dwell in this second phase a little bit more. And that's, most of us are, hopefully. That our consciousness, God, give me, but I want to share it with the rest of the world. I want to learn Kabbalah because I want to share it with the rest of the world. Is that good?
Yes.
Then I'll be happy, right? Then at the end of the night when I go home, if you go and help a needy person, you go home at night and you feel good about yourself, right? You might, hopefully, love yourself to a degree. Yes? Is that love?
Yeah.
Yes? It's a bridge. It's a bridge to ultimate love, which we're going to understand tonight what the ultimate love is. up to now. Yes?
If you're helping that needy person
Yes.
for the intention of feeling love for yourself, is that really giving? Is that really love?
Amazing question. Did everybody get that? If you give because you want to feel love, is that good? It's not bad. But you're still doing it because you need the love. Right? Yes?
That question he asked sounds like, it made me think of, if you feel bad for someone and you do something for them, maybe you spare them an ear, you listen to them, or you do something for them. Is that similar? Because you kind of love yourself and maybe you want honor. Or
Yes.
maybe you marry someone, you do something for them because, like you said before, you love yourself, and you can't really, it's not really love.
It is close to real love. It's not like the first phase when I'm totally myself and I'm قربون خودم میرم, like you say, right? I want everything for myself. I don't care about anybody else. I complain to the world. I'm not happy with anybody. I constantly see negativity with other people, with the world. That's the first phase. Hopefully, we all move from that phase tonight. And we go at least to a second phase. It's where when I learned that in order for me to be happy, to feel love about myself, is when I become a giving person. So in order for me to be a giving person, I still need to receive, so I'll have, so I can give back. So I go study to become a doctor, and then my whole purpose is to become a doctor to help people, but I still want the honor of being a doctor. People come and tell me, doctor, oh, what an amazing job you did. So if by the end of tonight's class, you guys come and tell me, Nader, what an amazing class. And I say, wow. I love myself. My ego got fed, you see? My ego got fed. So what is the ultimate level of desire? What is the ultimate level of desire? What is the ultimate level of love?
Giving without expecting it back.
Giving without expecting anything back? Okay. What else?
Giving without recognition.
Giving and without having recognition. Is that possible?
Yes.
Can we really surpass the ego to a point that I'm going to do everything for Aria or everything for Julia, I love you guys, and expect nothing in return? Is that normal? Is that really possible?
It can be.
It's possible, it's not normal.
Very good. It's possible, but it's not normal. So the third stage of a desire is when it gives you pleasure, when you give to somebody for their happiness. I give you an example. Have you guys ever go to your grandma's and they have قرمه سبزی and you really don't feel like having قرمه سبزی and you قربونت برم, please have قرمه سبزی and you're full and you're ready to have sushi, right? Please have some gondi. You really don't want gondi. But what do out of your good heart? You take the gondi. You take the gondi, you eat the gondi because you want to make her happy. So you still want, but the reason you want is to make the other person happy. Yes?
So I have a question.
Yes.
I think the big issue in our community
Yes.
is that we don't do things to make other people happy. We do them, same scenario, but we do it out of guilt.
Right.
So how does that fit?
Good. When the guilt comes in, the ego comes with it. The ego comes with it. Don't forget, ego is such a powerful consciousness. It's such a tricky consciousness who comes to play no matter what you do. Even when you go to your grandma and she gives you a gondi and you eat it, you say, Grandma, I'm going to eat it because you love it, and she has a smile on her face. And if you're still happy you did that to make that happy, that's ego. That's still, that 1% is ruling you. The ultimate level of desire is when you give opportunity for somebody to share. An opportunity to somebody to share. For me, the biggest reward is that you guys gave me an opportunity to share the wisdom of Kabbalah. And if I feel by the end of the night that you learn this wisdom and you practice it and you change your life, then I'm going to love myself. Not from the aspect of my ego, from the aspect of my soul. Because we all have a soul that has one thing in common, and that's the originality of all the souls. The soul that is within every one of us comes from one original soul. One original soul. Of course, it got shattered, it became in small pieces, and every one of us has a different talent, for a different reason, for a different kind of love. And when I'm aware of that, when I'm aware of my soul, when I'm aware of the desire of my soul, when I truly understand why do I have this talent that is within me, and I understand that it's not about me, it's about being a channel. When you become a channel, when you become a channel of light for what you are good at, what your talent is. And I want you to take this home with you tonight. Every one of you has a talent that nobody else in this world. Every one of you has a responsibility, has a power to create light that nobody else can do it better than you, or nobody else can do it, period. And when we find that talent, when we find that tool that is within you, and you manifest that tool, you manifest that talent in a proper way, not from the point of view of the ego, from the point of view of your soul, then you're going to love yourself every night that you go home. Then you're going to have understanding for everybody. Then you know that everybody that is in your life is there for a reason, only for you. Then you understand that the whole cosmos is you. The whole universe is you. Then you understand that all the creation of the world is built only for you. Now you understand that everything that happened today happened only because of you. Only to give you the opportunity to manifest the talent that is within you, the love that is in there, and when you share it, that's how you feel love. Love is not about taking. Love is about giving. Love is about finding what is within you, that the good that is within you. And it has to do only with your soul. And I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's difficult. I know it needs compassion. I know you need to work on yourself. We all need to work on ourselves all the time. But if you remember that if you go home and you're not happy, that means you let your ego took over your life. Your body took over your life. That's why the Kabbalists want everything. They want everything. You have to learn to want everything. You want the best education, you want the best career, you want the best house, you want the best car, you want the best of the best of the best. You want the best soulmate who gives you the most challenges. The definition of the soulmate, which is one of the topics that I recommended that we could talk about it, is someone who's going to give you a challenge. The people in your life who give you a challenge are there for you. So you could ignite the love that is within you. So you could manifest the good that is within you. And if things are not difficult, then you're not really working on your light that is within you, the love that is within you. Any question? Yes?
So that means love is conditional.
For who?
For you, based on what you said, until you achieve something, you do something.
It's conditioned on your soul, the affinity between your soul and your body. Yes, that's the condition.
Okay, so for probably the majority of people that don't find their gift,
Yes.
they will never.
They will never reach happiness. They will never fall in love. They can never give love. People will go to therapy for 50 years, soul searching. You know, I'm sorry, but sometimes it makes me laugh when people go to Far East because they can't find their soul here. They have to find it in China or in India, as if their soul flew to India. You know, soul searching. No, I'm not happy in Los Angeles. I'm going to go to New York to be happy. You know, I hate Valley. I'd rather to be in Beverly Hills, and I'm probably going to find happiness there, love there. Now.
So happiness is not in being; it's in doing.
Happiness is how you see, how you choose to see the world.
But it still has to do with action, based on.
Of course, difficult action. Difficult action. You know, the problem is, we don't understand our potential. We don't know how far we can go. We don't understand our potential. It requires work, hard work, really hard work. Have you ever gone through a situation that has been very, very difficult and you work really, really hard on yourself, you study very, very hard and you get a good grade, you come home and you're happy. If they give you a good grade without really earning it, you're not happy. If you don't earn it, you're not happy. The soul wasn't happy because the soul didn't earn it. Yes?
So, if you're saying that the soulmate is the person who challenges you, how do you differentiate between the challenges that help you grow as a person and the challenges that are like, this person is just not right for me and I keep trying to make it work?
Excellent question. I would like to leave it for a class that we talk about soulmate. It was a beautiful question. How do we know somebody is a good soulmate? I just mentioned that soulmate is someone who gives you challenges. So whoever gives me challenges is good for me, we'll learn that. Another session, hopefully. It needs an hour by itself. Yes?
So I understand this was your point, but can you make clear the distinction between when your soul loves that you did something for the happiness of others? Or was it because you became happy because you helped others? So you take the Gandhi because it made you happy to make her happy to be the Gandhi.
I will be happy because I made her happy. I'm happy now. I'm happy to eat the Gandhi now.
So you said you keep the ego making you happy with the outcome.
Now, you see, if I go to my grandma, bless her soul, and she offers me Gandhi, and I really don't want to eat Gandhi, all right? I'm full. And I eat it to make her happy, and I'm happy that I made that. Not that I'm happy. Look, I'm really good because I roughed it. Makes her happy. No, it's still the ego. You get it? Because I'm not happy. But if I'm happy now that I'm making her happy, that's true happiness. You know, they say Rabbi Akiva, when he used to want to eat, when he put food in front of his plate, he would say, I don't need food. Buddy, if that makes you happy, I'll eat it for you. Yes.
Then what's the difference between a people pleaser and somebody that making people happy. Isn't that the same thing?
Very good. How do you define, how do you understand people who are pleasers? I like that question. Why do there are a lot of people that they come to me, they say, you know what, I've been married for 20 years, and I give, and I give, and I give love, and I give love, and I do everything, and I don't receive anything. Is that good? No, they're giving because they still want to get. I give love because I want to get love. I'm going to take care of you so you love me. No, I'm going to take care of you because your happiness is my happiness. Yes?
So, one of the things I think I struggle with is that I think all of us have that kind of sense in us that we want to give to others and we want to have everyone around us be happy. And one of the things I think personally I struggle with is I see so much selfishness in the world.
Yes.
I see so many people who are on that first level.
Right.
And it ruins it for me when I give to others and I see them being selfish back to me. And it makes me feel, then what's the point? So I guess my question to you is...
The point is how amazing, how much opportunity we have. If this world is full of selfish people, instead of looking at it, look, there's so many selfish phase 1 level people in this world. Instead of looking at with a negative look, I would say, great opportunity for me. Great opportunity for me. I get, not that I have to, I get to help a lot of people. I get to help a lot of people. You know, there are some doctors, some surgeon. My son was telling me about this surgeon who would go to Kenya 1 month a year, during the whole year. He would go to Kenya, he would take the whole plane of medicine and medical equipment and everything, and he would set up a hospital, and they would bring him the most complicated case of ENT surgeries. And they would get into surgery room from 6 a.m. until 8 p.m. non-stop, and he would do surgery, the most difficult surgery, without getting paid, without getting thank you, without nothing. 1 month. 1 month. And he was in Kenya, and I'm like, oh, my son is in Kenya. I go, oh, how are you feeling? How is your day? Most amazing. Most amazing. Better than going to beach of South France. Because when you share, for the sake of sharing, if somebody asks you to give you, can you give me a $10? And it's difficult for you to give the $10 because that's all you have in your pocket. And you give that $10, the moment you give that $10, the moment you give that $10 should be the most amazing moment for you. And that's all you want to receive. That I have the ability to give. I have the ability. I get a chance to give. I have that to share. Not that I want anything in return, because that's ego. All right, I'm going to ask, I know I raised a lot of questions, but I'm going to ask Arya to come in and to conclude what's planned ahead. And once again, thank you for giving me an opportunity to share what I love to share. I love you all, and I hope the best for all of you. You know what, Arya's brother Azad got married about a few months ago, and they were here on Shabbat, and one of the gifts that they gave to everybody is a prayer, is a meditation of the Ana B'Koach. Ana B'Koach is a very, very small prayer. It's 7 sentences corresponding to the 7 days of the creation, corresponding to the 7 millennium, corresponds to everything that comes with the 7 colors, 7 notes of music and all that.